great pleasure in flicking off organic ginger product from Nagaland to Odisha today, the 15th April 2023.
So in 2021, we were empaneled by the Department of Agriculture, the government of Nagaland, as service providers to handhold and provide trainings to our farmers in 4 districts, which are Pek, Peren, Kipri and Bokha, under Mission Organic Value Chain Development for Northeast Region, Phase 3. On the 6th of December 2021, Nagaland Farmer Producer Company was registered with 614 farmers. As we all know, Wokha is known as a land of plenty. The land is so fertile that anything and everything grows. So today, Nagaland Organic Ginger Producer Company, under the leadership of Sorentham Humsoy, will be sending out a consignment of 10 MT of organic ginger to Odisha in collaboration with various other FTCs under MOVCD. This is the first consignment that Nagaland Organic Ginger Producer under MOVCD Phase 3 will be sending fresh organic ginger to Aisha traders based in Odisha. We hope this is the start of many beginnings. I would like to wish the Farmer Producer Company all the best in all their future endeavors. May our FTC soar higher, and may this be the start of many more consignments.
It's a privilege, in fact, for me to be here, and it's a great joy for us to be part and parcel together on this occasion. Firstly, I would like to give thanks to God for this wonderful moment that He has set for us. We are pleased to have our honorable advisor, who is a technical expert. We are honored to have you, and firstly, on behalf of the department, would like to welcome in our families. In short, let me just highlight about the organic of the state, how thus far that we have come. If you see the totality of 70% predominantly agricultural activities are taking place in the state. Climatic situations are favor of different crops, maybe oilseeds, pulses, root crops, tuber crops, vegetable crops, species. This all favorable of the climatic conditions that our farmers are doing about. Taking this advantage, even the June cultivators are producing different varieties of crops. You can say default organic, naturally organic. A farmer itself, they are already aware about which is long the crops are growing. So it's a blessing for us. In fact, this organic come to our state, which is another addition on the part of our farmers, which we are taking along. Thus far, since inception of MOVCD, total of 38 FPO has organized, including horticulture of these 38 FPOs. And we have already 23,000 hectares within this first, second and third phase, which is yet to complete, including 10,000 of this ongoing, so that it complete 23,000, which is having little more than 23,000 farmers has been benefited. We are supporting the farmers in terms of inputs, technology, hand-to-hand holding training. All these facilities we are providing through this program since inception. Another phase of fourth phase will be starting from this year, for MOVCD. So with that intention, we have 3 service providers. One is the Cox, Miss Eunice, she is a founder. Another, Green Caravan, and Entrepreneur Associate. These are the big responsible playing in the grassroots, which is linking with the farmers directly with the farmers producer companies, and because of which Oka Land and Cox togetherly organize this, and we are for this. It's a wonderful part of starting. Total of 380 villages have been covered within this span of few years. And we have seen some improvement, which the specific productions are placed in the cluster, which we have a collection, create of a collection center, aggregation, infrastructural, integrated processing units, integrated back houses. These are the facilities that we are providing. The components, this under this MOVCT is directly linked with the farmers, and service providers all on the spot. In addition of our technical district officers and subdivision officers, those who are working. The important commercial crops under this organic: ginger, turmeric, Naga king chili, large cardamom, brown rice, polhar, mustard, berela, millets, pineapple, kiwi, passion fruits in avocado. These are the identified crops that we have started for the last 1, 2, 3 phases. We have service provided, as I said, 3 are already practically they are in the farmers field. We hope another second phase will be working together for this MOVCT. To facilitate stronger marketing asset, ownership of grower organization, Nagaland government has already registered a brand name Naga Organic. And our entrepreneurs and FPOs or maybe FPC has already started using this brand as Naga Organic, which is already in the market. We see our Naga Organic, this brand is already in the national level, even in the northeast as well. So this is brand to popularize about the products which is coming from a farmer's field, so that it will have a little impact in the market, which we are using as Naga Organic. A new initiative has started very recently, sir. About 15 small bag house, processing house already been started in few districts. And I think within this no time, within a few months, this will complete, which will be added to another, what you call addition of our, the district apart from other activities. So this will definitely help this processing unit, so that this will ease post-harvesting management problems and value addition to the products. As I said, so far 13,000 hectares completely certified. 10 is going to complete this third phase, which will be having 23,000. More than 600 farmers will be benefiting from this MOVCT in the first and second, third phase. And this are certified with under the guidance of APEDA, and another 10,000 will be from Sikkim Organic, which is under National Program on Organic Production. Way forward, we have an aims to provide supplying quality food products, even though it is lesser quantity compared to other mainland. Not only that, but there is an increasing demand of organic agriculture produces in the market, as the world has already aware about the health conscious. Itu karone he organic laga kotha amakan shuru hoi jase, because of which our state is already joined the rest of the country for starting MOVCT, and I hope we are not late, sir. We hope to see, and the farmers, I should say the buyers, are ready to, pay any high prices of our products, especially for Naga Organic. It is not only the benefiting the other areas, but it is from environmental point of view. This also safeguard environment plus the biodiversity. We are greatly and hopefully looking for what? Of our new advisor who is with us. We are no more of his better introduction. He is already expert in his profession. He is technically sound. He is physically sound. And a perfect leader for us at this situation, and we are happy. And with his leadership, we will definitely see improvement in the agriculture sector the days to come. We wish him a good health, and on behalf of the department, we will definitely work together for the upliftment of the farmers. Last but not the least, our smiling face should reflect to the farmers in terms of production through this MOVCT and other agricultural activities, so that their livelihood can also be sustained. That smiling face of the farmers will definitely show the economic and the poverty, which will definitely help themselves. That we go for sustainability, which is a priority for all of us. Lastly, thank you for this wonderful moment, and we wished especially Okalen Organic Boxed for taking initiative. And this is humble starting for sending a consignment outside, which will be a bright future, especially for the identified farmers under MOVCT. Thank you.
It is indeed a pleasure and also an opportunity for me to be taking part in this humble yet very important occasion of flecking off a consignment of organic ginger to a market outside the state. In fact, this may be my first program after I assumed the responsibility of the department. So I'm greatly privileged today to attend this program. Thank you for having me invited. And I'm sure this initiative that is being taken up by the department will go a long way in facilitating the farmers and also the FPCs and FPOs in fulfilling their objective of forming their organization. As we are all aware, agriculture, as already spoken by one of our speakers, it commands about 70% of the state's economy. People engaged in agriculture is also 70% who lives in the rural areas mostly. So it's so much important. But I feel we have come a long way, yes, but I feel we are now caught in a transition between tradition and modernity, scientific application of farming practices. We are caught in a transition. We are caught in a transition of sustenance and market farming, market-oriented farming. That is what I feel. So we have to, as planners for planners in the farming sector, we all have a very important and very challenging task as to how we bring about modern approach in our farming system. We also have to give a wholesome package of solution to the farmers, not a half-baked solution, but a wholesome solution to the farmers. A complete value chain, supply chain has to be introduced in the farming system. Even the farming system itself, the traditional practice, of course, chum cultivation, the shifting cultivation, which our forefathers have been practicing, that cannot be wished away, that cannot be done away with. But we can certainly improve upon it. Perhaps blend the tradition, the good values of the traditional practice into the modern system of farming. that needs to be done. And our farming now, with the changing times, with the modernity that has set in, we now need to make farming profitable. Farming has to be paying, farming has to be profitable. So farming has to be taken as an enterprise. And farmers have to be considered themselves as entrepreneurs, businessmen. So that is what we have to do. So at the time when we are faced with this kind of situation, the best thing that has happened is introduction of this MOVCD Northeastern region, Mission Organic Value Chain Development for Northeast region, which was launched in the year 2015-16. I am happy to learn that we have already formed 38 FPCs and FPOs promoted by the Department of Agriculture and Horticulture, spread all across the state. We are in the, yes, I admit that we are in the initial stage. So many of the FPCs and FPOs, through my experience, what I have learned, what I have observed is, they have not really understood the dynamics of, the FPO and FPC functioning. That is an area where they are lagging. I have also come across many of them. I have also been, discussing with them and trying to learn from them, and also trying to educate them with whatever understanding and whatever knowledge that I have. But there is a lot of, hand-holding support required, for them to actively and very vibrantly function as FPO or FPCs. So here is the situation where our department and also the service providers like Cox, Green Caravan, or any service providers that we have outsourced, they need to understand and they need to really, put the best effort and then bring them up. And then let them get fully educated, let them be fully conversant with the FPCs and FPOs function. That is what is needed to be done. Over the years, 6-7 years into implementation of this MOVCD, 3 phases of MOVCD program we have already implemented, having formed so many FPCs, FPOs, and so many crops are being taken up, covering 13,000 hectares, isn't it? 13,000 hectares. It's a big area actually. 13,000 hectares under, area under certification of organic certification. That's a big area. So any crop that is produced from this certified area are all considered organic. Whatever produces come out through this 13,000 hectares is all organic. Now, whether we have really, capitalized on the certification or not, we are spending so much on payment of fees for certification. Are we really getting the, premium price? Are the farmers really going to, are the farmers really benefited through certification? Is it worth the trouble? Is it worth the, effort given? That is where we have to, that is what we have to, think very seriously. So this is a challenge. We have done a lot. You have been doing your best. The departments have been promoting farmers, FPOs, FPCs in growing so many crops, quality crops. Whatever is being produced, whether it is certified or not, as such, our producers are of high quality. So we have to brand them as a niche item, brand them as an exquisite products, and sell them to exquisite, to exclusive markets, to niche markets, and then let them fetch premium price. That is what we have to do. We have to also educate the people about consuming organic food. Those coming from outside, which are heavily latent chemicals, they should be discouraged. And we promote our own product. We grow, we produce, and then we consume our, food that is grown naturally. That has to be educated, make people aware. So at a time like this, when we are faced with this situation, I'm happy to know that there are now purchase inquiries coming from various quarters. And today, this Aisha trader from Odisha, after I have taken over the responsibility of Agriculture Department, I heard about this program, so I also invited myself. Why not you also, invite me over so that I also be a part of this, sending off the consignment outside. So I'm very happy. I thank this Nagaland Organic Ginger FPC for having a tie-up with the buyers from outside. Let this be a humble beginning. Let this be a beginning, and let more buyers come. I'm also happy to know that there are also other buyers from outside who have already placed their demand. But as far as ginger is concerned, since the season is getting over, or rather it's over, I don't know whether you'll be able to garner enough quantity to meet their demand. But surely, if there are buyers, we can make elaborate arrangement for next year harvest. We can encourage more people to grow ginger or any other crop which is in demand in the market, in the international and national market. I tell you, our farmers, we often say that our farmers are lazy. Our farmers are not lazy. We also often say that there are no farmers. No, there are no farmers in the village. This is one area where we have to think very seriously. The farmers, we have to find out why. If they are leaving the village, if giving up farming, why? What is the reason why they are giving up farming? We have to know. We have to also study, examine. One of the factors that I consider is that since there is no market, it is, even if they produce sufficiently, there is no market, so that has really discouraged them. There is no market, they produce, there is no market, that's why they, share among themselves. They are so generous to giving out to people, isn't it? It is because their products have no value, because there is no market. But if there is a assured market, I tell you, I can assure you that farmers will produce. So this is where we have to understand. This is where we have to, find market for the farmers. And if they are in advance, see, ginger season hasn't come, ginger growing, cultivation of ginger, the season hasn't come. Now we can plan. If there are demands, let's find out how much is in demand. Let's find out how much is in demand of the other crops. We are talking about chili, we are talking about ginger, we are talking about many other kiwi. Of course, kiwi plantation. It's also happening, it's also going on in a big way. It's being taken up in a big way. It's a non-traditional crop for us, but then it is doing so well, and the production of kiwi itself is also very high, and it's increasing every year. So also other fruits and vegetables. There's so much. There are demands from people, but we are not able to organize ourselves well and then market our products. So this is an area where we have to all put our effort, sincere effort, and also an advice to the FPCs and FPOs. You are 38 in number, and you are all recognized FPCs, FPOs. So you have to also have a good link with the buyers from outside. And one of the best market advertisement is now through many portals like ENAM, Electronic National Agriculture Market. We have to make, the best use of this kind of facilities. There are so many. You can even now, these days, you can even post in the Instagram, you can post it in Facebook, you can post it in Twitter, exhibit your products, take a good photograph of your products, and then you can post it. People will be there. There will be a lot of purchase inquiries coming. That's how, these days, this is how we market our products. So I think you have to do that. You have to be digitally, conversant. And also, amongst the FPCs and FPOs also, you have to know each other, you have to come together, you have to band together and then prepare a common strategy, market strategy. That is what is required. Don't do it in a, in an isolated manner, because you may not have enough volume to market your products. The demand may be in terms of thousands of metric tons. How are you going to meet their demand? You have to all come together. You have to share information. You have to share experience. That is what you need to do. So FPOs and FPCs, I think we have to also create a platform, a forum where they are able to meet together and then discuss issues, problems, and also prepare market strategies, common market strategies. I think that is what is required. So I can go on and on, but then with these few words, I thank you all once again, and I wish the FPC, Nagaland Organic Ginger FPC, all the very best, and also the buyer, I thank you. You are most welcome. Nagaland is a happening place. Nagaland is, having a lot of potential for agri products. So anytime you want to buy our products, you are most welcome. Department is there, the FPCs are there, FPOs are there. You can keep in touch with them, and the department or the government also from our side also, we will try to facilitate this in whatever way possible. So with these few words, I thank you all once again.
मेरा नाम मोइनुल हक हूँ, मैं आसाम से हूँ। एक्चुअली मार्केटिंग हेड नॉर्थ ईस्ट जोन में देखता हूँ। आयशा ट्रेडर्स, उड़ीसा बेस्ड ट्रेडर्स फार्म है। आज ये जो हम लोगों का फ्लैग ऑफ है, ऑर्गेनिक जिंजर कंसाइनमेंट फ्रॉम डिमापुर टू उड़ीसा। इस प्रोग्राम में प्रेजेंट है एडिशनल डायरेक्टर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ नागालैंड, एडवाइजर एग्रीकल्चर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ नागालैंड एंड अदर्स ऑफिशियल्स एंड फार्मर प्रोड्यूसर कंपनी सीईओस मेंबर्स, सबको हमारा तरफ से हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं हैं। और आज इस मीटिंग में प्रेजेंट मैं हूँ, तो मुझे भी थोड़ा आनंद मिल रहा है, क्योंकि हम लोग ये फर्स्ट कंसाइनमेंट ले रहे हैं नॉर्थ ईस्ट से। तो हमारा जो मकसद है, तो यहाँ पे मैं जब आया था, एक्चुअली हम लोग यहाँ पे 2 एफपीसी से कॉन्टैक्ट किया है, क्योंकि हम लोगों को बहुत पोटेंशियल है। लगभग हम लोग एक सीजन में जो फ्रेश जिंजर है 500 मीट्रिक टन लगता है। हम लोगों का मार्केट बेस है साउथ इंडिया में, तो साउथ इंडिया में बहुत सारे स्टेट में हम लोगों का सप्लाई जाते हैं, बहुत बायर्स है। तो हम लोगों को क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट चाहिए और क्वांटिटी में एश्योरेंस होना चाहिए। तो अगर यहाँ पे आके देखें, यहाँ पे का जो मैक्सिमम ऑर्गेनिक जो एक ट्रेंड चल रहा है, ऑर्गेनिक वाला चाहिए। तो ऑर्गेनिक तो नॉर्थ ईस्ट में ज़्यादा मिल रहा है, तो हम लोगों को ऑर्गेनिक चाहिए। लेकिन हम लोगों को कुछ कंडीशन है, और हम लोग भी ट्राई कर रहे हैं। जैसे कि मान लीजिए गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने जो भी एक मिशन चालू किया है, फार्मर्स को इनकम को डबल करना है। है ना। ये तो सबको पता है, लेकिन ये डबल कैसे होगा? फार्मर्स लोगों को जो प्रोडक्शन करते हैं उसको इतना प्रॉफिट नहीं मिल रहा है कि उसको मार्केट लिंकेज नहीं मिल रहा है। तो हम लोग भी कोशिश कर रहे हैं जो बीच में जो मिडिल मैन होता है उसको हटाना है ना। तो जैसे कि फार्मर्स लोग, आप लोग एफपीसी है, आप लोग अच्छा क्वालिटी वाला प्रोडक्शन करो और हम लोग डायरेक्ट आके इसको परचेस करके आगे में जाके मार्केटिंग कर पाओ, है ना। ऐसे होने से क्या होता है, बीच में जो मिडिल मैन होता है वो मिडिल मैन तो परसेंट लेता है ना। क्या है, जो कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन और एमआरपी में बहुत सारा फर्क होता है और सबको पता है। तो ये जो मिडिल मैन जो डिफरेंस है उसको फार्मर्स को मिलना चाहिए ताकि फार्मर्स का इनकम डबल हो सके। और हम लोगों को ये कोशिश है फार्मर्स को बेस्ट प्राइस दे सकूं। डायरेक्टली हम लोगों को टारगेट है फार्मर्स से थोड़ी तो आगे जाके हम लोगों को मार्केटिंग करना है। तो इस प्रोग्राम में जितने भी एफपीसी से सबको हमारा तरफ से शुभकामनाएं है और हम आगे भी काम करूंगा। यहाँ पे हम 2 एफपीसी से कांटेक्ट किया है। आज हमारा पहले ये 10 MT वाला जो ऑर्गेनिक जिंजर है वो नागालैंड ऑर्गेनिक जिंजर प्रोड्यूसर कंपनी लिमिटेड से जा रहा है। और इससे पहले हम लोगों का यहाँ पे और एक एफपीसी है, नॉर्थ ईस्ट ऑर्गेनिक फार्मर्स प्रोड्यूसर कंपनी लिमिटेड। उन लोगों के साथ बातचीत हुआ है। मैं पिछले 1 हफ्ता से यहाँ पे हूँ। जो हम लोगों को डिमांड है, इस टाइम तो आपको लगभग सीजन खत्म होने वाला है। नेक्स्ट टाइम हम लोगों का टारगेट है 5 MT सही है। पूरा सीजन में हम लोग उसको पिकअप कर लूँगा। और इसके अलावा अगर कोई एफपीसी आके पहले से MOU बना सकते हैं या रेट फिक्स कर सकते हैं या मार्केट के रेट से दे सकते हैं, वो भी हम लोग करने के लिए रेडी हूँ। लेकिन अगर रेट फिक्स करते हैं उसमें तो थोड़ा दिक्कत है। क्या होता है, जो हमारा फार्मर्स है ना, या ऐसा होता है, सपोज मान लीजिए हम लोग एक फिक्स किया है 30 रुपीज़, तो मार्केट में 31 मिल रहा है तो हम लोगों को नहीं देगा। वो एक दिक्कत है क्योंकि हमारा जो फार्मर्स है अनऑर्गेनाइज है, वो भी तो फुल्ली ऑर्गेनाइज नहीं हुआ है, इसलिए थोड़ा दिक्कत है। तो इसलिए हम लोग ऐसा कर सकते हैं, अगर MOU नॉर्मल एक MOU बनाते हैं जो आपका एफपीसी हमको ये क्वांटिटी ये क्वालिटी देना है पूरा सीजन में, उसको आपको इंश्योरेंस करना है। जो मार्केट रेट है आपके लोकल मार्केट में जितना है उससे हम लोग 2-3 रुपया ज़्यादा दे दूंगा, ये हम लोग इंश्योरेंस कर सकते हैं। ऐसा करके भी हम लोग काम कर सकते हैं। तो ये हमारा फर्स्ट कंसर्न है। तो आगे मैं आशा रखता हूँ आगे जाके अच्छा काम करूँगा। नॉट ओनली जिंजर, नॉर्थ ईस्ट में जितना भी आपको सोर्स है, जिंजर है, टर्मरिक है या अदर्स हर्ब्स है, जो स्पाइसेस है मेनली, और वो हम लोग सब डील करते हैं। तो यही मेरा बोलना है। और मैं यहाँ पे 2 एफपीसी को भी हमारा तरफ से वेलकम करता हूँ जो आप लोग अच्छी तरह काम कीजिए। जो हमारा नेक्स्ट कंसनमेंट का टारगेट है नेक्स्ट साल का लगभग 500 MT का कंजम्पशन पावर है हम लोगों का, वो आप लोग दोनों एफपीसी मिला के हम लोगों के साथ बैठ के कौन सा एफपीसी कितना कंट्रीब्यूशन कर रहे हैं उसको हम लोगों को एक पहले से बताने से हम लोग कुछ प्लानिंग कर सकते हैं। तो ये मेरा कहना था और सबको थैंक यू, धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू।